Hello, and welcome to another edition of Card Sharks. I'd like to thank Christian Bell for today's opening poem, and if you'd like a chance to hear your poem on the show, leave it in the comment section below. Now, on with today's game. Kings, Queens, Jacks, and Tens. This show is like Las Vegas all over again. It's Card Sharks! This is the game where a single turn of the cards can win you over $32,000 in cash. And now, to get us started, here's your host of Card Sharks, Brandon Scruggs. Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Card Sharks. Glad to have you aboard with us once again. Well, again, it's hard to hold on to a championship on this show when the game is so competitive. But right now we have a champion who liked to make a streak toward getting himself a spot in our Tournament of Champions. Let's see how well he does today. He's back with us with a cash total so far of $4,400 in cash. Please welcome back Sean. Sean, welcome back.
Hello, Brandon. It's good to be back.
Glad to have you back, sir. A modest win last time with the money cards coming out there. Picked up a little bit of money for you. Have you had a chance to refresh yourself on some of the rules here for the game?
I have. It's just when there's multiple versions of it, it was kind of hard to figure out which version was being played at the time, and I was a little nervous, so
that's okay. Well, hopefully the nerves will calm down for you. Now, hopefully it'll help you in today's game. So you ready to play?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good luck. Best of luck to you. And let's meet your opponent. Another first timer here on Card Sharks this season. Please welcome in Mitch. Mitch, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
Glad to have you aboard here with us. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. So I am from a suburb of Atlanta, Georgia called McDonough. I'm unemployed at the moment. I'm a college student with a major in African American Studies, and that's it.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I said hopefully the employment front will start to clear up in the days and weeks to come. Hopefully everybody gets a chance to get back to work and get closer back to what normal is. But are you ready to play our game here today?
Sure. Yes, sir.
All right, well, best of luck to you both. Let's get right into it. Let's play some Card Sharks. As you know, we play a best 2 out of 3 game. I'm going to ask you a survey question where we ask 100 people. You give me your answer you think the answer to the question is, and then your opponent's going to guess either higher or lower. If you are correct, whoever gets control of the question gets to call their cards first. Your objective is to work your way across the board, calling whether the next card is higher or lower than the previous one. If you make it all the way to the end of the board, you win a game at $500. Win 2 games, that's $1,000 cash, and you'll have a chance to go onto our money cards for a chance at up to another $32,000 more. All right. So with that said, our champion Sean's playing the red cards. Mitch is our challenger playing the blue cards. And this first question goes to you, Sean.
Okay.
Sean, we asked 100 married women. At bedtime, have you ever left your husband waiting while you changed him into a sexy nightgown, only to find him fast asleep by the time you come back? How many of 100 married women said yes, they have found their husband fast asleep while waiting for them to change into a sexy nightgown?
Well, since this is after hours, I think I can get away with saying this. I don't think too many will fall asleep because woman in a sexy nightgown, everyone knows what that normally means. So I don't think it's very many. But I'm gonna say 28.
All right, 28 out of 100 say they found their husbands fast asleep. Mitch, higher or lower than 28?
I'm going to say higher. I'm going to say higher.
I'm going to say higher than that.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm going to say higher.
All right, if the answer is higher, you'll be playing your cards first. If not, Sean will be playing his cards. The actual number of married women who have found their husband fast asleep after waiting on them to change into a sexy nightgown is 33. It is higher. All right, Mitch, you get...
Not by much.
Yeah, not by much. You're very close, Sean. Remember, if you get an exact answer right on the nose, there's a $1,000 bonus in this game. And Mitch, we get you started off with your base card for this opening round game, a deuce.
Let's go higher.
Going on, higher than the deuce. It's a 10.
Lower.
Going on lower than the 10. Oh no, an ace. Gonna lose that card, those cards there. Back to your base card, giving Sean a free chance to play off his base card. Sean, we start you off this game with an ace.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. It's a king.
Lower.
Going on lower than the king. It's a 5.
I'll freeze.
Gonna freeze right there. Keeping yourself a 3. Giving yourself a 3-to-1 card advantage here as we go to question number 2. This one is for Mitch. Mitch, we asked 100 people. Do you think draft dodgers should be sent to jail? How many of 100 people said yes, they do feel that if you dodge the drafting to the Army, you should go to jail?
I'm going to say like 61. 61 people.
All right, 61 out of 100 said they should be sent to jail. Sean, higher or lower than 61?
I think maybe it's a little lower. Not that much, but I think it's just a little lower.
A little lower than that. All right, we'll see. The actual number of people that say if you dodge the draft, you should be sent to jail is 42. It is lower.
Oh, wow.
Calm down.
That was a lot more lower than I thought it was.
There
Talk
you go.
about drafting for the Army?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be like 57 or something.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe just a little lower.
All right, Sean, you've got control. You got that 5. What do you want to do?
I will go higher.
Going to keep it and going higher than the 5. It's a 6.
Higher.
For game 1 of the match at $500, higher than the 6. No, it's a 4. You lose those 2 cards there, giving Mitch a free chance to play with the 2.
Okay.
Higher.
Higher than the deuce. It's a jack.
Lower.
Going on lower than the jack. It's a deuce.
Let's go higher.
Higher than the deuce. An ace.
Lower, please.
For game 1 of the match and a $1,000 bonus, lower than the ace. It's a 6. He's done it. Nicely done, sir. $500 for the game, plus $1,000 for sweeping the entire row in one go. That gets you $1,500, but more importantly, that gets you game 1 of the match. Remember, it takes best 2 out of 3 to win, so we're going to clear off the boards, deal out the cards for the next round. If you remember what cards have been played, it'll have give you a better chance in order to win. And we start round 2 with our challenger going first this time. So, Mitch, this question is for you.
Okay.
Mitch, we've asked 100 women, have you ever killed a bug using hairspray? How many of 100 women said yes, they have killed a bug using hairspray?
To be honest, I don't ever think if I ever saw my own mother kill a bug with hairspray.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like complicated, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and say 50 and even 50
right.
women.
Even 50 right in the middle there. Sean, higher or lower than 50?
Well, first off, I didn't know you could kill a bug with hairspray.
Exactly.
So I think it's lower.
I'm going to say it's lower than that. All right, we'll see. The actual number of women who have killed a bug using only hairspray is 26. It is lower. All right, Sean.
I didn't even think it was possible.
It's just like spraying any other chemical on a bug. Eventually, it's going to kill it. So, way it works there. And Sean, yep, we got you started off, Sean. Your base card this time is a queen.
Lower.
I say lower than a queen. Oh no, another queen. Pairs will not do in this game, unfortunately. You stay with your base card, giving Mitch a free chance to play his base card. Also a queen.
Let's go lower.
Lower than the queen. It's an 8 up the middle.
Lower, please.
Go on, play it. Lower than the 8. It's a 7.
Let's freeze.
Gonna freeze right there, all right? Taking a 3-to-1 advantage over Sean. Go to question 2 now for this round. This one back for our champion. Sean, we asked 100 people, should parents spank their 14-year-old when he misbehaves? How many of 100 people said parents should spank their 14-year-old child when they misbehave?
Let's say probably 64.
64 of 100 say a parent should spank their 14-year-old child? Mitch, higher or lower than 64?
Okay, so I'm gonna say lower.
I'm going to say lower than that. All
Yeah,
right.
lower.
Well, the actual number of people that said parents should spank their 14-year-old child when they misbehave is 6. It is way lower.
Who spanks a teenager?
They didn't
Also,
ask
my,
them.
my mother didn't do that.
I guess they
didn't
find
ask-
better ways of like punishment and torture for them,
Exactly.
I guess, than just.
Exactly.
They don't.
When
They
I
don't know the 100
misbehaved, my
people.
mother would just take away my phone and my laptop.
Let's see what
They,
happens
they
there.
don't know.
Yeah.
They don't
Mitch,
know
you've
the
got
100 people
control.
I
You've
know.
got that 7. What do you want to do?
Lower.
Well, you can change the card since you won the question, if you want to.
Oh, I can do that. I can do that. Oh.
You already said lower.
Yeah, I said lower.
Okay,
I don't want to change it.
All right, gonna play it on lower than the 7.
Yeah.
Oh no, 8. Lose that card there, and Sean, that gives you a free chance to play your queen.
Lower.
Go on lower than the queen. It's a 4.
Higher.
Going on higher than the 4. Oh no, a 3. Lose that.
This is not my
Lose
day.
those 2 there. They're dropping them back once again, and we have come to our. Let's see. This is question number 3, so this one goes back to you, Mitch.
Okay.
All right, Mitch. We've asked 100 fifth graders. Do you know whether the Pope is a man or a woman? How many of 100 fifth graders knew that the Pope was a man?
So I knew the Pope was a man when I was in the 3rd grade. Kind of like going back to when Pope John Paul II had passed. So I'm going to say 39.
39? Okay, 39
Yeah.
out of 100 say they knew that the Pope was a man. Sean, higher or lower than 39?
Maybe a little higher.
You can say a little higher than that.
I
Let's
say
see.
maybe a little higher.
All right, the actual number of fifth graders that did know that the Pope was a man is 63. It is higher.
Ooh.
Okay.
Higher than I thought.
All right, Sean, you got a chance to play your queen. What would you like to do?
Lower.
Going to keep the queen and going lower than the queen. It's a 10.
Lower.
Going in lower than a 10. It's a 7.
I'll freeze.
Going to freeze right there. All right, both players with a 7. Both players needing 2 cards, and this is the 4th and final question of this round. Someone must win on this play of the cards, and the question goes to Sean. Sean, we asked 109-year-old boys, if you dressed exactly as mom wanted, would all the kids at school laugh at you? How many of 109-year-old boys said all the kids at school would laugh at them if they dressed exactly as their mother wanted them to?
I'd say roughly about half. If so, 52.
52 out of 100 say that the kids at school would laugh at them. All right. Mitch, higher or lower than 52?
So at age 9, you're pretty much cusping like age 9. That's like
you are either a 4th or a 5th grader, depending on when you were what year you went to school. So
exactly. And pre-adolescence starts at age 10 anyway, and so I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go higher.
you're going to go higher than that.
Yes.
All right. Well, for all important control of the cards, the actual number of 9-year-old boys who said if they dressed exactly as mom wanted them to, all the kids at school would laugh at them is 52. Right on the nose. Sean gets a $1,000 bonus.
Whoa. What?
Well done, Sean. Right on the nose. That's $1,000 cash more for you. And you've got all important control here. All right, Sean, you both have a 7. You could change your 7 since you won the question and play your 2 cards if you want, or you could force Mitch to play. He cannot change his 7. He needs 2 cards to win. So the option is yours, sir. Would you like to pass or would you like to play?
You know what? I'm gonna change my 7. I'm gonna change the 7.
All right, so you're going to play?
Yes.
Okay, so he's going to
I'll play.
play. All right, he's going to play, and he's going to change that 7. So we'll change with the next card off the top of the deck. All important change here. That 7 now becomes a 6. Got to call both correct. Make one mistake. Mitch becomes the new champion.
Well, Mitch, it's been fun. That's all I can say. It's been fun. And, this has not been my day so far. I'll say higher.
Going on higher than the 6. No, it's a 4, and Mitch is our new champion.
Yes.
Sean, you give it a good effort, sir. You got $5,400 for our thanks for playing. We'll have you back in a future episode. And Mitch has done it. He's got himself $2,000, and he's going to get a shot to play more money cards. We'll do that right after the break. Stay with us, folks. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Mitch is our new champion now. $2,000 for him so far. And now he's going to see if he can't pick up another $32,000 more here on the money cards. Here's how it works out, Mitch. We're going to start you off with $200 of brand new betting money. You're going to work your way across the bottom row making bets or whether you think the next card is higher or lower. Remember, minimum bets are $50. Till you get to the second row, we give you an additional $400 and 3 more cards to call. Now, at any point, you can change one card on each row with one of the 3 cards on the side. And then once you get up to the big bet at the top of the board, you must bet at least half your winnings. If you can do a perfect double, double, double all the way to the top of the board, you're going to pick yourself up $32,000 in cash. All right? So any questions?
Yep. No.
All right, and remember, if you get same card in this one, a push means no win, no loss if you get the same card here. So it's to your benefit. Let's see if you can get you the big money. Good luck. Let's deal out those cards. Give you a fresh $200 in betting money.
Right.
There it is. And good luck to you as we start you with this opening card of a 5.
Okay. Let's do $50 higher.
All right, $50 higher than the 5. No, it's 2. You lose $50, but now you have a card you can't lose on.
Okay. Let's do all of it higher.
Okay, $150 higher than the 2. It's a 10, up to 300 now.
Let's do $100 lower.
Okay, $100 lower than that 10. It's a 2. Great card there. $400 there with that 2. We're going to move that 2 up to the next row. Double your money for you. You're up to $800, and you got another great card.
Yep. The whole 800 higher.
All right, all of it higher than the 2. It's a king.
Yes.
$1,600 now and a king.
Let's do 500 lower.
Okay, $500 lower than that king. It's a 7. Right.
Okay.
$2,100 in a middle of the road card.
350 lower.
All right, you do have the option to change the card if you'd like.
Okay. Let's replace the 7 with number 2.
Okay, I'm going to change it there. Hopefully make it a better card. That 7 now becomes a 4.
Let's do everything higher.
Betting it all. $2,100. If the next card is higher than a 4, it's a 6. $4,200 is time to move up that 6 up to the big bet area. Would you like to keep it?
Let's replace it with number 3.
All right, important change here on the big bet line. For the big bet, your card is going to become a jack.
Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah, $4,200. You must bet at least $2,100 on this card.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say the whole $4,200 that it is lower.
All right, for nothing at all, or $8,400, lower than a jack. It's another jack. It's a push. Okay. No win, no loss there. So you keep the $4,200 that you had. We had that to your $2,000 you had previously. You have a grand total now of $6,200. Well done.
Yay!
All right. And Mitch is going to play another opponent, and we'll have more Card Sharks for you on the way right after this. Stay with us, folks. Card Sharks' new champion once again seems to be the consistency around here. Mitch with $6,200 so far, and now he's ready to take on his next opponent. So let's meet him now. Please welcome into Card Sharks. We have Brandon. Brandon, welcome in.
This is Brandon Scruggs. Nice to be with you today.
Yeah, fantastic. Welcome aboard, sir. Tell the good folks at home a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do, and all that.
Of course, no connection to Brandon Scruggs, no. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee, and I work at Burger King as a guest ambassador.
What was that?
Work at Burger King as a guest ambassador.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. Fun job there.
What they want, like to drink or get their food sometimes, but it's been hard like that.
I see. Very well. Well, glad to have you aboard here. You ready to try to play some Card Sharks?
Yeah.
All right, let's get right into it. Both players kept the cards during the commercial break, and we're going to get started here with our champion, Mitch. Mitch, first question goes to you. We asked 100 policewomen on this one. If you caught mom speeding, would you give her a ticket? How many of 100 policewomen said if they caught their mom speeding, they would give them a speeding ticket?
40.
I'm going to say 40 out of 100 would give their mother a speeding ticket. Brandon, higher or lower than 40?
Scruggs lower.
I'm going to say lower. Okay. All right, lower than that. Well, let's see. The actual number of policewomen who would give their mother speeding a ticket is 21. It is lower. All right, so Brandon, that means you're going to be playing your cards first. Let's take a look at your opening base card for this game. A 5.
Please.
What was that?
Higher, please.
Okay, going higher than a 5. It's an 8.
I card freeze that sucker, please.
Okay, going to freeze that 8 right there, giving yourself a 2-card advantage. As we go to question 2, this one is for you, Brandon. We asked 100 men, when you take a bath, do you have a favorite toy? How many of 100 men said when they take a bath, they have a favorite toy they throw in the tub with it? 3-0, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but so you're having some little mic difficulties there, so just make sure you just speak up for me. Mitch, higher or lower than 30?
Lower.
Gonna say even lower than
When
that?
when I have a bath, I have no toys.
I understand. Well, I mean, some men have kids, so they might just throw a random rubber duck or something in the bath with them. Let's see. The actual number of men who, when they take a bath, have a favorite toy they throw in the tub with them is 11. It is lower.
Okay.
All right, Mitch, that means you've got control of the cards. Let's take a look at your base card for this one. A deuce.
Higher.
Going higher than the deuce. It's a 3.
Higher.
Hold on, higher than the 3. It's a jack.
I can't change that card, right?
That's correct. You can't change it at this point. You either play on or you freeze.
Yeah.
You can only change your base card. And this
All
round.
right. I'll try one more card. Let's go lower.
Going on. Lower than the jack. Oh, no. It's a queen. You lose those 3 cards back to your base card, giving Brandon a free chance to play with the 8.
That's a nice DA for it. I think I'm going to go against the odds and go higher.
Well, you're right down the middle here, so we'll see what happens. Going higher than the 8. No, it's a 2. Lose that card there. Nobody advances on, so we continue on with question number 3 now for this one. This one goes back to Mitch. Mitch, we asked 100 married men, if it were possible, would you be willing to have a baby? How many of 100 married men said yes, they would be willing to go through the process of having a baby?
I'm gonna say it's an even number. Like, I bet there's some men out there that don't want children. So, I'm gonna go ahead and say 58.
58 out of 100 said that they would be willing to have a baby.
Right.
All right. Brandon, higher or lower than 58?
Oh, no, that's definitely lower than 58.
You're going to say lower than that. All right. Well, let's see. The actual number of married men who said that if it was possible for them, they would have a baby is 17. It is way lower.
The ugly 8, please.
All right. Card your control, sir, and you're going to change it. We're going to change that 8, and now becomes a 4.
We're going up.
Okay. Going on. Higher than a 4. Oh, no, a 2. Lose that card there. Mitch, a free chance to play your 2.
Higher.
Going on. Higher than the 2. It's a 5.
Higher.
Going on. Higher than the 5. It's a jack.
Let's freeze.
Gonna freeze right there. All right, taking the 1 card advantage over Brandon. And we're at our 4th and final question this round. Someone must win on this play of the cards. This question goes to Brandon. Brandon, we asked 100 senior girls in high school, do you like it when a boy kisses you on your first date? How many of 100 senior girls said they do like it when a boy kisses them on their first date?
That's easy. 50.
50 out of 100 he says they do like it. Mitch, higher or lower than 50?
Higher than that.
I'm going to say even higher than that. All right, for all important control, the actual number of senior girls who like it when a boy kisses them on their first date is 86. It is higher. All right, Mitch, you've got the option here, sir. You've got the jack. You can play it and change the card if you'd like. You're only needing 2 cards to win this round. Brandon has a 4. He cannot change it. He needs 3 more cards to win this first game. So the option is yours. You want to play it, or you would want to pass it to Brandon?
I'm going to play, and let's replace the jack.
Okay, he's going to play it on, so he wants to change that jack, hopefully for a good card here. That jack becomes a king. Great change.
Okay.
Call both of them correct. You win the first game of the match. If not, Brandon wins game 1.
Lower.
Going on, lower than the king. Oh, no, it's another king, and that means Brandon wins game number 1.
See that coming.
All right, game 1 goes to Brandon there, giving him $500 and the 1-0 advantage here. We'll clear the cards out and go ahead and deal the next cards off the top of the deck as we get started for game number 2 here. And round 2, we start with our challenger going first this time. So, Brandon, this one goes to you. Brandon, we asked 100 senior citizens, would you like to be young again? How many of 100 senior citizens said yes, they would like to be young again?
Have to say about probably 54.
54?
64.
Okay, 64. All right, just want to make sure we heard you there. Mitch, higher or lower than 64?
Lower.
I'm going to say lower than that. All right, well, the actual number of senior citizens that said they would like to be young again, if given the chance, is 47. It is lower. All right, Mitch, that means you got control of the cards. Let's take a look at your base cards starting off game 2 here, trying to tie it up. You start with a 9.
Lower.
Now, remember, you won the question, so you have the right to change it if you'd like.
Of course. But I don't want to change it. I'm going to say lower.
Okay, keeping the 9. Going lower than the 9. Yeah. Oh, no, another 9. You lose that card there. That means Brandon's going to get a free chance to play his base card of a 6.
Not too good of a card, but we'll go up.
All right, higher than the 6. It's a 7.
That card, please.
Gonna freeze it there. Taking the 1 card advantage there over Mitch. And we'll continue on with question number 2. This one goes to our champion. Mitch, we asked 100 pregnant mothers, do you plan on having your baby at home? How many of those 100 pregnant mothers said yes, they plan on having their baby in their own home?
Complicated again. But I'm going to say 40.
I'm going to say 40 out of 100 of them said they plan on having their baby at home. Brandon, higher or lower than 40?
Higher.
You're going to say even higher than that. All right, well, the actual number of pregnant mothers who plan on having their baby at home is 2. It is way lower. Guess most people.
I knew it was going to be a low number anyway.
Well, I guess most women consider going to the hospital in the safest hands with a doctor present, giving birth to their child is the best way to go. All right, Mitch, you've got control. You've got that 9. What do you want to do?
I can and cannot change that card, right?
You won the question. You have the right to change it if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, let's replace the 9.
Okay, going to change that 9. That 9 is now going to become a 4.
Let's go higher.
Going on higher than a 4. It's a king.
Lower.
Going on lower than the king. It's a 10.
Freeze.
Going to freeze right there, taking the lead over Brandon with 3-2. As we go to question number 3 now, this one goes back to Brandon. Brandon, we asked 100 people on the street, if most citizens in a town wanted legalized prostitution, should they vote for it? How many of those 100 people said if most of the citizens in the town legalized prostitution, they would vote for it?
I think that's way down. I think that's going to say probably the power of 12.
I'm going to say 12 out of 100 said they would have it. Mitch, higher or lower than 12?
I don't know why you would make that legal, first off. Because first of all, who would sell themselves for money? Who would sell themselves for sex for like some money? I'm gonna say lower. Because I wouldn't vote for that.
I'm going to say even lower than that. All right, well, let's see. The actual number of people who would say if citizens in the town legalized prostitution, they would vote, they would agree and vote for it is 71. It is not lower.
What? Oh, America!
Wow.
Come on.
I'm curious
Come
what
on.
I'm curious what town they went to when they asked that question on this one personally. But I haven't. They don't give any no's
Where
there.
are you doing these polls?
Maybe Vegas, maybe New York. Who knows? But I do know that Brandon, you got that one because Mitch guessed incorrectly. You've got control and you've got that 7. What would you like to do with it?
7, please.
All
Bye-bye,
right.
7.
All right, going to change that 7. That 7 now is going to become a jack.
Down. Take it down.
All right, going lower than the jack. It's a 10. Going to freeze right there. Okay, same scenario again. Both players with the same card. Both players needing 2 cards to go. Our fourth and final question of the round. Someone must win on this play of the cards. This one goes to Mitch. Mitch, we asked 100 single mothers, if you could afford a harem of handsome men, would you want it? How many 100 single mothers said if they would have a harem of handsome men if they could afford it?
I'm gonna say 63. 63.
63 out of 100 said they would have a harem of handsome men if they could afford it. Brandon, higher or lower than 63?
I think that's lower.
All right, you say lower than that, okay? For all important control of the cards, the actual number of single mothers who would have a harem of handsome men around them if they could afford it is 37. It is lower. All right. Brandon, again, the option is yours, sir. You have the call this time. You both have a 10. You both need 2 cards, but you're up 1 game to none. If you win this round, you will win the game, the match, and become the new champion. So the option is yours. Would you like to play it or would you like to pass?
Pass to my good friend Mitch, please.
All right,
I don't think I can get with that 10, but I think I'll let Mitch give it a shot.
All right, Mitch, it is on you. You've got that 10. You've got to play it. You need both cards to tie up the match. Make one mistake, and Brandon becomes the new champion. Call the 10.
Lower.
Lower than the 10. It's a 2.
Higher.
To tie up the match, higher than a 2. It's an 8. He's got it. Well done, Mitch. Tied it all up there. 1 game apiece. Another $500 for you. We're all down to sudden death now, players, so we're going to deal out the cards. 3 cards, only 1 question this time will determine who gets control to play this round. And the question, of course, goes to our champion, Mitch. Mitch, we asked 100 plumbers, are you a millionaire? How many of those 100 plumbers are, in fact, millionaires?
A plumber being a millionaire?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a low number. Because I don't know if that's possible. A plumber being a millionaire.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, look at Mario and Luigi. But that was before they got sucked into the Mushroom Kingdom. But anyway.
Oh, that's going to be a low number. I'm going to say 28.
28 out of 100 plumbers are consider themselves millionaires. Brandon, higher or lower than 28?
That's just a midget higher. Just a midget.
I'm going to say smidget higher than that. All right, for all important control of the cards and sudden death, the actual number of plumbers who are millionaires is 1. It's not
1.
higher. I guess the one.
I wonder who that one person is.
The one that has a pretty good business that maybe services like a major city or something and has a lot of money in it. That's probably the only thing I could see relevant to that. All right, Mitch, you've got control. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you each of your base cards, and then it's going to be up to you to decide if you want to play it or not. If you do play, you won the question, so you have the right to change your card, so keep that in mind as well. Let's take a look at Brandon's base card first. It's a 7. Your base card is a queen. What would you like to do, Mitch? You want to play it, or would you like to pass it?
I'm going to play it, and I want to replace the queen.
Okay, you're going to play it, and you're going to change the queen. All right.
Yeah.
All important change here. That queen tiebreaker match is going to be a 4. Call both cards correct. You remain as champion. Make one mistake. Brandon becomes the new champion.
Higher.
Going on. Higher than a 4. It's a 7.
Okay. Oh, my God. Can I freeze?
You cannot freeze. This is sudden death. You must call the next card.
Oh, my God. Higher.
All right. For the game, the match, and to retain the championship, higher than a 7. No, it's a 4, and Brandon is our new champion.
Oh, well, good game.
Well played, sir. Mitch, you gave it a good effort, sir, but you're not leaving here empty-handed. You've got $6,700 to your credit. Thanks for playing. Brandon's won himself $1,000. He's going for $32,000 more in the money cards. Right after this, stay with us. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Almost out of time for this episode, so we're quickly going to run through the money cards here with Brandon. So far, he's got $1,000. He's going to get a shot at another $32,000. Brandon, you ready to play?
Yeah.
Best of luck to you. Here's the cards. Here's your $200 in cash. Good luck to you, sir. We start you off with this money card round with a 9.
Bad card. Change that card with number 2, please.
Okay, change it with number 2. That 9's now going to become a king.
Okay. Lower.
How much?
Works.
All right, everything. So $200 lower than the king. It's a 5. You're up to $400.
Everything up again.
Betting it all again. $400 higher than the 5. It's an 8. You have $800 and a card right up the middle.
100 lower.
How much?
100.
100. Okay, $100 lower than the 8. It's another 8. It's a push. No win, no loss there. So we'll move that 8 up to the next row. We'll give you an additional $400 there. You have $1,200 and another 8. Would you like to change it?
Number 3, please.
Okay, change it with card number 3. That 8 now becomes a 10.
200 lower.
All right, going on. $200 lower than that 10. It's a 4. 1,400 and a 4.
400 higher.
All right, $400 higher than the 4. It's a 5. $1,800 and a 5 now.
300 higher, please.
How much was that?
800.
All right, $800. Big bet here on the 5 going for higher. It's a queen. $2,600. We're going to move that queen up to the big bet spot. Do you want to keep the queen?
Yes, sir, please.
All right, it's going to keep the queen. You have $2,600. You must bet at least $1,300 on this one.
The works. The whole max down.
All right, for nothing at all or $5,200 if this card is lower than a queen. Oh, no, it's a king. Oh, tough break there, Brandon. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Good news is, though, you still have that $1,000 from the upfront game, and you are still the champion, so you're going to get a chance to come back next time and try to win some more. But, folks, we are all out of time for this one. We thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. And until the cards are dealt out once again, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you next time for more Card Sharks. Take care. Bye for now, folks. This is your announcer, Michael Gentry, speaking for Card Sharks, an MVG Productions presentation.